Hi, welcome to another episode of Brew Better. I'm Paul Stevens, head roaster at Rosso Coffee Roasters. Today, we're going to try using the vacuum coffee maker, or some people call it the siphon. The one I've brought today is one I've had for many years. I picked this up in a thrift store, and I think this is around 1960s, 1970s. You can still buy these today, not quite like this. This one comes with a really nice stand and everything, and originally it had an electric burner. This one has got, we put a gas burner on here. So the principle of this coffee maker is we're going to put water in the bottom section. Then we're going to put the ground coffee in the top section. And they have a filter. So this particular model was marketed as the all glass coffee maker. So your coffee touched nothing but glass. So even the filter is made of glass. And it has a textured surface that acts as the filter. So we're going to put ground coffee in the top here, water in the bottom. When the water is hot, this section is going to be put on top. And there's a nice rubber seal on here. Some of the very old ones used to have cork seals. Once the water is hot, it'll go up the tube, mix with the ground coffee in the top. And then we can keep the burner on very low just to keep that coffee brewing in the top for how long we want to. And then when we're ready for it to come back down, then we turn the burner off. And then all the air that's inside this bottom section was hot. And then it starts to cool down and it contracts. This causes a vacuum. And then it will suck all the coffee through there, through the filter. And then we have the grounds in the top, coffee in the bottom. And then you simply take this off, put in this convenient little holder here, and then we'll pour our coffee. Okay, let's get down to it. So you can heat the water up from cold if you want using this burner, but I find it's a little bit slow. So we've got some preheated water in a kettle. This brewer takes 1 liter of water in this one. I'm going to do ½ liter in this. So I'm going to weigh my water out. We should probably skip this bit. Okay, so I've got just over 500 milliliters in here. So I'm going to put that on there. So I'm going to use a ratio of 60 grams of coffee to 1 liter of water. So ½ liter, about 30 grams of coffee. This coffee is from Colombia. This is one of our offerings. It's called First Light. It's from a women's cooperative in Colombia. This is a fantastic coffee. Lots of really nice sweet notes. Vanilla, caramel, milk chocolate, tangerine. It's great. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to try and evenly distribute it all around the side of the filter. Now I'm going to switch the burner on. So I don't want this at a rapid boil. I want it when it's just about boiling. And if you put this on too early, then you'll find that the water will come up before it's hot enough to brew the coffee. Okay, so you can see that's starting to bubble. So now I'm going to put this section on. And the water's coming up. So I'm going to start my timer now. I'm going to slowly lower this temperature down. All the water is up. It's brewing with the coffee. I've still got the burner on very low. I'm going to give it a little stir. So now I'd like that to stay up there for 1 minute. I've turned the burner off, and now you can see the coffee starting to be drawn down. There's always going to be a little bit of water left in the bottom. This is to protect the carafe so it's not empty on the heat. So I've ground like medium fine. I find if it's too coarse, the coffee comes down too quickly and it doesn't brew strong enough. The good thing about this coffee maker is that it has a reusable filter, so you're not using any paper filters. You're getting all of the oils and things from the coffee, so the brews can be like a little bit heavier than if you're using a paper filter, but I find you get lots of flavors coming out and the body is really nice. So we're at about 2 minutes now, total time. So you can add how long it takes to draw down to how long it was in the top chamber to work out your ideal brew time. So the water is almost down. And you can hear it and see it when the vacuum is broken, when the air is coming down now. So that's around 2 minutes 40. We're good to take this off now. It's like a little bit hot, but not bad. And then we'll get a couple of drips out the bottom now. Okay, let's give this a try. I will say that it gets very hot. The carafe has been preheated during the process. So if you like your coffee hot and you want it to stay hot, then this is a good coffee maker for you. If you want to drink it straight away, you might have to wait a little while. Okay, let's taste this. They're surprisingly clear, seeing as there's no paper filter. It's just gone through that glass. There may be some small fines in there, but way less than you would get in, say, a French press, for instance. But it's got a really nice, the flavors of tangerine coming out. There's a good strength, nice caramels. One downside of this coffee maker is cleaning it, because the positive thing about this coffee maker was that it's all glass, so there was nothing to taint the coffee. The downside is that the coffee maker is all glass, and of course it's very delicate. So like many of these got broken. People would buy these, and which is why they're not very popular anymore, because they're so finicky and you can break them. So then to wash this, you have to be very careful in the sink to rinse it out. They often come with a special shaped brush to get inside of this shape to clean this out. But it's a fun thing to brew, and you can make some great coffee with it. Thanks for joining us on Brew Better. We'll see you next time. Cheers.